Good morning. Hi. It is Monday, July 21st, and I am here at my friend's house getting a little getaway so I can study in peace and have just a little change of scenery for a couple of days. So I hope you're having a great Monday, maybe evening, maybe daytime, wherever you are. But yeah, it is Monday. So Monday brings a lot of feelings for different people. Hold on, I'm trying to get a setting. Okay, I don't know. I forgot to bring my sound system, so hopefully you can hear me okay. And if you can't, I'll try to talk up. There's a little bit of breeze, and I don't know if you can hear the beautiful birds singing, but it's just awesome, and I'm so happy to be alive. And thank you. Thanks for taking the time to join me. Oh, hey, Kevin. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Due to my schedule, I'm sure, because I was a little erratic on Friday and Saturday, but I hope you're having a great Monday. Um, Yeah, I was excited. Yesterday, I was shopping, and we were actually at the Goodwill bins, and I don't, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna own it. I was debating whether or not to like fess up to it, but you know what? It's okay. Um, and they're so much fun. It's like hunting. Okay, so I went with my friend, and we both had an objective. She went for something, and I went for something else, and I'll tell you what I went for because I'm teaching a Tai Chi class at a senior center, senior living. I'm certified in Tai Chi for arthritis, and I've been taking this Tai Chi class with one of the instructors who does a seated Tai Chi for the seniors, and it's amazing. It really invigorates them and helps their balance, and it's just a beautiful practice. So I wanted to show up with like a Tai Chi outfit on, right? So I went on Amazon and I looked one up, and it was $54 for like this entire top. Oh, good morning, Art. With this entire top with like, beautiful Asian style buttons and a mandarin collar and pants and all. And then I'm thinking, I really don't want to be driving around town in this blue satin Tai Chi outfit. Like, God forbid I get stopped or in a car accident or something. So I was like, hopefully I'll find something there that I can wear to this class that I can also travel with and not be like, stressed about that something's going to happen. So I told her that. I said, hey, look, if you see anything that would look appropriate for that, let me know. Oh, thank you. So, like half an hour in, she moved away from me. Okay, so the way the bins are set up, it's very, uh, it's like hunting. Okay, so they have these giant bins just full of stuff, mostly clothes, in our area that we were at, and what they do is they make a noise, and that you have to step back from the bins. Everybody has to go behind this line, and then they roll away the old bins and they roll out fresh bins with new stuff, and then they'll like tell us when we can go and start looking in the bins. It's almost like when they release you, it's like a race to get to the bin to get the best stuff. Well, some people are. I'm just like, I kind of walk over because whatever's meant to be will be. But anyway, my sister, suddenly we're all lined up ready for the next bunch to come out, and she takes a beeline down like 20 feet away from me. And I'm like, okay, I guess you didn't want to be next to me for this. So she comes back after they released us, and she has this beautiful, it was like a fuchsia silk gi with beautiful symbolism on it and sleeves that are just gorgeous. And it was nicer than the one I was going to buy from Amazon. And it was just amazing. And I don't know if you don't know this, but you pay by the pound. So it was $2 a pound, and this thing weighed like a quarter of a pound. So it was 50 cents. Hi, Mubarak. Hi, Leo. I'm great today. How are you today? I'm at a friend's house today and having a wonderful time. Still studying. Still going to read to you from the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And also I'm going to show you a new book I ordered as well. But cheers to you. If you haven't had your drink yet, this is a little coffee. Oh, that's fantastic. You're French. I love that. Are you from France or from Canada or somewhere else in the world? Those are kind of the top two places when I think of somebody being French, but obviously French language is all over the place. But I hope you're having a great morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Oh, that's okay. You're doing fantastic. You're doing very well because guess what? Your English is 1,000 times better than my French because I don't know anything. I speak it's a little bit of Italian, but it's a little rusty. I lived in Italy for 6 months, and the way that I learned the most. Oh, Moroccan! Wow, very cool. I love that. Have a good day. Excellent. It must be like middle of the day there, yeah? Um, yeah, so when I lived in Italy, I would watch the TV shows that I knew were in English and figure out what they were saying from, like I would listen to that. But I knew, like, did you ever learn a different language? And you get the language when you start dreaming in that language. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Nana. Cheers to you. Here's water as well. Stay hydrated, everybody. Oh, you don't understand. Yeah, so when I learned another language, when I would think about the other language in my sleep, then I knew it was absorbed in my brain, it became second nature. But that doesn't always happen. Like it happened because I happened to be living there surrounded by that language. But that might, if I appreciate you trying to be here and interact with English, because that's difficult. I don't speak any French, I'm sorry. I speak Italian, and I took many years of Spanish, but it's probably gone because I haven't practiced it, And I took a little bit of Italian in school. But your English is good, though. I hope that cleared things up. Anyway, let's do a little bit of deep breathing. So we're going to inhale through our nose. If you're not driving, close your eyes. We're going to get in touch with our heart, our mind, unified with our heart together. Inhale through your nose. And this is for you, okay, to help you calm your nervous system, find peace within yourself. Exhale. We'll do this a few times, and then we'll go back to the chat. Inhale. And exhale. We do a little bit of this every day, just to remind us to breathe. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're slowing our breath down, feeling how we feel, allowing ourselves to just be. Don't judge, just be. Inhale. Great. This really relaxes your nervous system and helps you get in touch with your feelings, your soul. And one more together. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. You may continue this. Yeah. Okay, let's see what you guys said. Oh, thank you. You said I'm pretty. Yes, sweet. I don't speak French. 14 years old. Excellent. What time is it here? It is 8:07 a.m. Where are you typing in from, bud? You speak Moroccan? Or Merkin. Oh my God. Sorry, Kevin. I guess I don't speak American. You speak French and German. Holy moly. And you're 14 and you speak English as well. Look at you. Very good. Bravo. That's fantastic. Keep it up. Keep it up, because the more you can learn and expand your brain, the better you are. You're making new neural networks. Good for you. So I like to read to you from this book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And this chapter is about intuition, which is very interesting. And it's a sense that we don't really pay attention to. And she says, to start the chapter, there is nothing too great of an accomplishment for the person who knows the power of our word and who follows our intuitive leads. By the word, we start in action unseen forces that can rebuild our body and remold our affairs. It is therefore of utmost importance to choose the right words, and the student carefully selects the affirmation you wish to catapult into the invisible. We know that God is our supply, and there is supply for every demand, and that the spoken word releases the supply. Ask and you shall receive. So yeah, so there is endless supply. So if you and as long as it's good, I would say, don't use this power for evil, use it for good. But yeah, there's endless supply. Like if you can achieve anything you want to do. I shouldn't kill bugs on the show, but I had to. That thing was biting me. Okay. So let's see. So then she goes on to write this book, and again, Game of Life and How to Play It. Um, okay. Many people have attracted disease and unhappiness through condemnation of others. Ooh, that's a good one. What we condemn in others, we attract to ourselves. For example, a friend came to me in anger and distress because her husband deserted her for another woman. That can happen. She condemned the other woman and said continually she knew he was a married man and had no right to accept his intentions. I replied, stop condemning the woman. Bless her and be through with the situation. Otherwise, you are attracting the same thing to yourself. She was deaf to my words, and a year or two later, she became deeply interested in a married man herself. We pick up a live wire whenever we criticize or condemn, and we may expect a shock. So that's so true. You know, those things that I heard this a long time ago, and I try to think about that. What annoys us in others may be something that we have within ourselves that we haven't dealt with. So, yeah. Indecision is a stumbling block and many a pathway. In order to overcome it, we may make the statement repeatedly, I am always under direct inspiration. I make the right decisions quickly. These words impress our subconscious, and soon we find ourselves awake and alert, making right moves without hesitation. I have found it destructive to look to the psychic plane for guidance, as it is a plane of many minds and not the one mind. Cheating is dishonest and messy. Oh, that's so true. That's so true. You know what, though? Sometimes, look at the guy on the Jumbotron. Kevin, I'm not sure what you mean, but I did see, that's so weird you say that, because I saw what do you call it? A short came through my short feed today, and it was a concert, right? And it was, I think, Coldplay or something. And they had this CEO who was the director of a company, and he was like hugging this woman, and they showed him on the Jumbotron. And then the couple saw it on the Jumbotron, and they were like, oh my God, like totally embarrassed. And it turned out it was the CEO, but it wasn't his wife. It was somebody he was having an affair with. So I know what you mean. Like it was funny. And even the guy doing the concert, he commented, he goes, well, either those two aren't in love or they're having a secret affair. So yeah, is that what you were talking about? That's so funny. I can't believe you were referring to that. Like I only watched a couple of lives this morning. Hi Billy, good morning. Welcome back. So yeah, that was a wild you know, karma. And you know, and when someone, and this took a long time for me to get to, you know, when a friend or someone you're in love with or a colleague does something to maybe hurt you or isn't following your values, I used to be really like, oh, how could they do that to me? And now I look at it as a gift because they're exposing who they really are, right? You know, so that's a cool thing. Like, hey, show me who you are and I'll believe you now. Like I would always try to, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, they were having a bad day or whatever. And maybe once you can do that, like more so with like work people and friends. But if people show you who they are, it's up to us to believe them and thank them for being, you know, who they are so we don't get tricked. So, oh gosh, the woman was the head of the HR at the company he ran. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's irony. So I didn't know who she was. I knew she worked with him. I didn't know that was a recent event. Sometimes you see stuff on there and it's like been kicking around for years, and usually I'm the last of the party. So I can't believe I know what you guys are talking about. That's hysterical. So how is everybody today? You're here and I want to say thank you. Hi there. Hi, Aja. Aja Kids. Cool. I only have a couple of friends. You only need a couple of friends for that reason, Kevin. You only need one good friend, really. But, you know, that's a blessing you have a couple. Cheers to you all today. Yeah, I'm over here at my friends, and it's so peaceful. I mean, I brought all my work, so I'm still going to get my remote stuff done. It's going so well. How is it going for you today? I hope it's going well. Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys. I am so excited about this because I'm a nerd. I love books. This is the book by Federico Fragin, and it's called Irreducible. And he talks about our consciousness. And like, I always had a big fear of AI. Is anybody else here afraid of AI? Because I was afraid that AI was going to take us over and we would be slaves to AI. You know, irrational, but you know, you see movies and you get to thinking, and it's getting more and more powerful, like exponentially, right? But Federico, he invented many things to do with the computers. He worked on computers for years. He invented the touchpad, the touch screen, um, neural networks. I'm not sure what those are, but I have to look that up. But I'm pretty sure that he was trying to see if he could create consciousness in AI. And then he also invented, microprocessors, right? Oh, thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. So he was brilliant, right? He was a huge computer guy. He was a huge science guy. And that was his life, was science and creating things and making discoveries in science and computing, which was, you know, gave us many things that we use today. But he was unhappy in 1990. He was at, and I did more research on him. He was at his family lake house on Lake Tahoe, like with his family, like over a Christmas holiday. And he said, I'm just sad and depressed. And like, is this all there is to life? And he started questioning for himself. And he was in the middle of the night. He had like, he said a physical like explosion from his chest. It wasn't a heart attack. It was, he kind of had like a out of body experience. Like I would consider it maybe a spiritual awakening. He doesn't say that, but it kind of seems like that to me. And he like looked down at himself, at his body, but he was himself, and he still had his consciousness. He still had his childhood memories, and he felt love. He felt pure. He said love 10,000 times better than any love he's ever felt. And he was, you know, deeply in love with his family and his wife and all. So it was beyond himself. It was like the universe. He felt one with everything. And then he said, you know what? The theory I've been working on for 30 years, he switched. He said, I've got to figure something else out. And he realized that our consciousness creates math. And the math is AI. AI is switches, ones and zeros. It doesn't know, it doesn't have the awareness whether it's good or bad. It just goes on or off, on or off. So that really gave me hope that, you know, we're going to be okay as long as we don't as long as we don't give our consciousness away. Well, let's see what you guys have been saying, 'cause that was a big rant. I had a dream that I was at work, so when I woke up, I called in sick. I'm not working twice in one day. That's so funny. Oh my God, that's hysterical. You know what? Sometimes you have to take a day. Oh, thank you, Panikudu, Theodora. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure. One of your things translated and one didn't, and I love all your emojis. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, so he created a theory with a colleague of his that says we are based on our free will, okay? And I don't know, a second thing. Darn it, what was it? Our free will and something else. But basically, we created math, so math or AI can't create us. So that really gave me a lot of hope. So I'm going to be reading his book, hopefully, and I bought 2 other books to help me understand it. Like one is like about quantum physics and one is about consciousness from Carl Jung. But I'm going to try to read it without those books and see if I can understand it, because he breaks stuff down so you can understand it, like even an average person. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been great chatting with you. Yeah. So I think I finished my story. So yeah, we went to the bins. Oh, and she found me this beautiful outfit that I was gonna wear. I'm gonna wear for my Tai Chi class. And then I found another shirt that had a beautiful collar. It's a red shirt. And I like to bring colors in when I work with the seniors. So the first one she found was hot pink. The second one is red. And the other one is like a beautiful royal blue. I don't, oh, like the sky. It's beautiful. And it has like sequins and Asian designs on it. It's just gorgeous. So I found 3 outfits that I can wear, and all of them cost like probably $4 or $5 altogether. Whereas I was going to buy one thing online for like 54 or 55 bucks. So, that was very cool. Like, I feel like she goes, we manifested this. I go, we did. So it's very nice. Did you ever manifest anything? Did you ever feel like you did that? Like you thought about something and then it came to your life? I know that was really fun. So I'll be doing a lot of laundry. I'm gonna clean everything. But it's so much fun, and I love recycling. You know, like why buy something new that I might wear, you know, a few times. I don't know how long I'm just gonna do definitely one class for sure. I'm imagining she'll hire me on a regular basis, but if she doesn't, that might be it. So it's nice when we can find things that work in our lives, and then if they don't work, I let them go. Like I've donated a lot of things to Goodwill and to thrift shops, because sometimes if things don't resonate with who you are, it's good to let them go. Let somebody else give them life, right? So, all right, I better get back to work. But this has been so much fun, you guys. I hope you have a great day or a great evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Okay? And for myself to yourself, thanks for joining me on this journey. And Kevin, you got me with speaking American. You got me this time. Take care.